Hello everybody, this is Hornlitz here, and welcome back for more Evoland 2. In the last episode, we managed to escape the sewers, and got here into this town where we instantly got ourselves into some pretty serious debt, and in this episode, we're gonna work and pay off that debt, and then escape the town and move on with our lives. So yeah, let's just get going here into the inn and talking to this little lady right here, who has the quest icon above her. This is the only time you're gonna see the quest icon in the game. This isn't like a recurring thing, but yeah, it could potentially be a reference to pretty much any game that has a quest icon above if there's a quest. So like Xenoblade Chronicles, for instance, that's just an example. It's probably not that one, but anyways, you're here on behalf of Mr. Mudwell? What can I do for you, miss? I'm looking to do some work in order to pay Mr. Mudwell. Some work? Let's see. Here's the list of available positions. Let me know what jumps out at you. So we have three different options here. We have waitress at Walkdonald's. Obviously supposed to be a reference to McDonald's. Yeah, that's kind of funny, but anyways. Then we got maid at the Delamere residence. I'm not sure if that one's supposed to be a reference to anything. I guess I'll look it up, but the best I can think of right now is that Delamere sounds sort of like Delaware. I don't know. And then we got childcare. I'm going to be doing all three throughout the course of this video, but I'm just going to be doing them in order. So let's start with waitress at Walkdonald's here. Are you sure you want to accept waitress at Walkdonald's? I don't really have a choice, so yeah. Go to Walkdonald's, they'll tell you what you need to do. Just remember, don't eat anything there. I'm not sure I'm gonna like this. So yeah, now we gotta go to Walkdonald's, but if you'll notice the quest icon's sort of grayed out there, that just means that you can't accept another quest and you have to finish the quest that you're currently doing before you can accept another one. So yeah, let's just head over here to Walkdonald's, this little building over here with a sign, and apparently I can walk through women here too. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, that sign's a bit of another basically reference to McDonald's, just kind of the McDonald's logo flipped upside down. But anyways, let's talk to this guy. Welcome to McDonald's. We haven't started serving food yet. Stop by later. Oh, are you the new waitress? Perfect, you're right on time. We'll start serving food real soon. Do you want me to explain what you have to do? Yeah, because you'll do a better job than I will. You'll see, it's super easy. By watching closely, you'll see what mood the customer is in. Customers come in and sit down. You have to give them time to choose a meal without bothering them, then they'll want to place their order. After that, just come to see me and get the meal before bringing it to them. Don't get the order wrong. Next, the customers eat their meal. It'll take a different amount of time for each person. Just don't bother them while they're eating. Most of them really hate that. Once they're finished, they'll want to pay for their food quickly before leaving. Go to them fast so they don't leave without paying. Try to take a few orders at the same time before bringing out the meals. The customers like that better. That said, you can only serve one meal at a time. Well, that's it. Easy as pie, right? Do you want me to repeat the instructions? Oh goodness, no. Not at all. It's way too long. But anyways, yeah, this is basically, this whole mini-game is kind of like a reference to, pretty much, I guess, I've seen a lot of games similar to this on, like, just some, like, Flash games, or even, there's some mini-games in, like, I know Tales of Symphonia has a mini-game that's exactly like this, where basically it's just, like, you have to serve people food and bring, yeah, basically exactly this game. So yeah, it could be a reference to that, or it probably is, but anyways. Alright, we're officially open, so let's get this party started. Alright, so yeah, this people coming in, we got this nice little lady here, and this guy right here. Just give them time to wait. So one thing that they didn't explain, sort of, is that there are three different moods that these people can be in. Both of these people right now are happy, as you can see by the little happy face there. And the other two moods, there's sort of neutral, where it's just kind of like a straight face. And then there is angry, which is, their face is literally turned red, and it's like a sad face there, or an angry face, I should say. And yeah, after the angry face, I'll be honest, I'm not actually quite sure because I've never had it happen, but I'm pretty sure they leave if you basically piss them off too much. So yeah, basically you don't want to do that, don't get them too angry. And yeah, that's basically the gist of it. So yeah, let's just collect this. You really enjoyed the meal? Are you kidding me? Do you even know where you're eating? Okay, never mind. But anyways, so yeah, aside from all of that, there isn't really anything to talk about anymore in this entire minigame, so I'm actually going to speed it up, because it actually takes like 5 minutes to do this whole minigame, and I'm going to let you listen to the music, so yeah. Alright, we're finally done with this minigame here, so let's, what? What? How do you end this? I thought it... Oh, maybe the last guy hadn't left. Okay, yeah, there we go. We waited on 15 customers today. That's not all that great, you know. And no one left without eating or paying. The average customer satisfaction was 6.5, which is not bad. Here are your wages. Feel free to come back and work for us. We get 95 gold. The amount of gold you get, I think it varies a little bit depending on what your customer satisfaction rating was. But anyways, oh, is it already night? What a day. It's about time I headed back to the inn. So yeah, after each chore that you do, it will turn nighttime, and you actually have to go back to the inn and sleep there for the night before you can actually accept the next one, the next chore. So yeah, let's talk to this guy. Mr. Mudwell spoke highly of you. No charge for the night. Will you be staying? I don't really have a choice, so might as well. Anyways, alright, now that it's daytime, let's go talk to this lady right over here. And we're going to choose Mate at the Delamere residence. However, you'll notice that we can't actually choose McDonald's again. The game only lets you do each one once before it resets and lets you do all of them again, so you can't do the same one twice in a row. Miss Delamere awaits you in her mansion. Just remember, keep your cool. Not what I had in mind as a kid. I always wanted to be an astronaut. You and me both, Fina. You and me both. Anyways, so yeah, let's just get out of here and into the Delamere residence, which is this building right here with the flags and the weird siding on it. It looks pretty cool, though. And, ooh, it looks kind of fancy inside here. But anyways, to get this started, we actually have to talk to this lady right here, so let's do that. Ah, there you are, finally! You've barely begun and you're already behind on your work! And what in heaven's name is that you're wearing? A flagrant abuse of aesthetic sense. Start by putting this on. And in typical cartoon fashion, we start spinning around rapidly until finally... Boom! We are in our weird maid outfit. What? What the heck is this getup? Don't you dare speak to me with that tone! You accepted the position, didn't you? Then do as you're told. It's your uniform. It's not to your liking. You know where the door is. I see you come to your senses. Now go serve my dear husband his tea. Okay. She's really annoying, but anyways, let's go talk to this Elvis hair dude. Oh, I would have loved a cup of tea, but there's none left. Be a dear and go fetch some at Miss Raza's shop, would you? Here, you keep the change. And we get 40 gold, which is a decent amount. Makes me wonder how much tea is. I mean, I guess it's in the war, so maybe things cost more, but still. Anyways, so right here is the shop, the thing that says shop on it. See, anyways, but yeah, let's go talk to this lady lady? I think so. Anyways, welcome to Raza's. What would you like to buy? So we have tea, sugar, whiskey, weapons, or nothing. And actually, if we choose weapons here, all the weapons and pieces of armor have been requisitioned for the war. Come back and see us when it's over. So yeah, you can't actually buy any weapons, but it's kind of clever that they actually put that in as an option. But anyways, so let's do what we were told and buy our tea. That'll be 25 gold, so I guess we have 15 extra. And it smells really nice. The taste, on the other hand, well, okay. But anyways, so we're not actually done here. You have 15 extra gold, and that's actually needed for something. You'll notice that the whiskey is also 15 gold. So in order to progress, we actually have to buy the whiskey. If you don't do it, the game will actually sort of go into an infinite loop where the guy will just be giving you 40 gold over and over again, and you'll have to go buy tea and then whiskey eventually. But yeah, you actually have to buy the whiskey in order to progress. So yeah, let's go back in here and give the guy his tea, in quotation marks. Anyways, so yeah, let's talk to him. Ah, thank you for the tea. Huh? You have some whiskey, too? Not a bad idea. Just don't say a word to my wife. Glug, glug, glug. And he passes out. So, yeah, that's a little interesting. Kind of weird that this game would do that, especially since this game it looks more like a kid's game right now, but then it has that, but, whatever. Let's just go talk to this lady right over here again. Ah, my husband has fallen asleep. Very good, my dear, you've done well. Now, on to more serious matters. Why do you think I need you? To serve an aperitif? What's an aperitif? I'm gonna have to look that one up. I don't know what an aperitif is. Oh well, let's see. Clean up the house? Of course not. I have Maria for that. Okay. Look after the children? Of course not. I have Maria for that. I guess serve an aperitif? Of course not. I have Maria for that. Well, if you need Maria for everything, then what do you even need me for? Seriously. Jeez. Anyways. I shouldn't be surprised. You do seem to be quite simple-minded. You don't even know that the primary task of a maid is to spread gossip. No, it's not. It should be obvious. But let's move on to the task at hand. Rumor mongers are claiming that the game Be a Millionaire, which is supposed to be a reference to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which my husband has won several times, is rigged. We must quash these rumors quickly. Naturally, the best way to do so is to spread a counter-rumor. We must make haste. Every minute counts. Go spread the rumor in the city immediately. Your reward will depend on how many people you convince. Alright, and right away here we get a 2-minute timer, and we have to go convince as many people as we can, so let's start with this guy right here. Be a millionaire is everyone's dream? Well, when you look at it that way. I'm not sure if we convinced him, but sure, I don't know. What's this guy have to say? You're right, be a millionaire is for everybody, the poor and the rich alike. Hey, I like the way you think. Anyways, we already talked to that guy. Let's go into this little house here and see what the people have to say in here. Ooh, we got a nice little kid here. Your grandmother-in-law's uncle's cousin won Be a Millionaire? Okay, a little strange, but you're so lucky. A cat won Be a Millionaire? Pfft, whatever. And why not my cat, huh? You don't even have a cat. Seriously. Jeez. But yeah, so as you can see, there are a bunch of different things that people say. I don't actually think you can talk to the shopkeeper and convince them. Yeah, no, you can't. Okay. So yeah, there are some people that you can't actually convince. But yeah, as I was saying, it's pretty interesting, like, just the sort of different ideas that they have, like a cat won Be a Millionaire and whatnot. Like, I don't know, I just thought it was, I think it's pretty clever. But anyways, I'm actually going to speed this one up too, just because it's pretty long, and literally all we have to do is just go around and talk to people, and there's nothing really that interesting about it. So yeah, let's cue the speed up. So we're almost done here with this little part of the minigame, but if we talk to this guy, the sumptuous embroidery on black velvet, it's you, my angel. Oh, how I've longed to see you. In vain I searched for you at the bottom of every bottle and every tavern around, and now my efforts have finally paid off. Here, a gift I've held on for a long time for you. And we get a candy that's been licked. So yeah, just a random funny little thing that you can do here. I'm not sure if the candy actually has any purpose. It might. I have this vague idea that it did. I can't quite remember, but yeah, it's pretty interesting that you can actually do that. But anyways, actually, if you talk to the guy before you've put on the maid costume, he'll just say something about how he's been longing to see his angel or something for a long time. But anyways, let's talk to Miss Delamere one more time. You have convinced 28 people. Well, that's something. Here's your reward. And we get 150 gold, which is pretty impressive. I mean, that's all we need to be able to get out of here. So if you want, you can literally just do this minigame and get out, like, as fast as you can complete this, pretty much. And if you'll notice, like, I didn't even, like, talk to people that quickly. Like, I was wandering around a lot. I didn't even know entirely where I was going, so this is a pretty easy minigame to do to get a lot of money really quickly as well. So anyways, now that we're done with that, let's just talk to this lady one more time and get the last chore here, childcare. Yeah, I'm sure I want to accept childcare. Go to the orphanage. They'll tell you what you need to do. Just remember, try not to go crazy. Last time I volunteered. Menos should be doing these kinds of things. Actually, I guess Menos did mention he had a son or something, so hey, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe he should be the one doing it. But anyways, right here, actually, something I've neglected to note or mention is that Fina actually has an attacking ability, which is pretty interesting considering that this is the only time we actually really get to play as her in the game. So it's just kind of an interesting detail that they would have put in. Like, it's actually cool that they put the time into doing that, even though you never really use it. But anyways, welcome to the Genova Orphanage. We take care of all the children who've lost their parents to war and other disasters. It's a constant commitment every day and every hour. And unfortunately, every minute too. And that's apparently all she says. Okay, well, let's go. Hold on. The two people at the ends there, the two ends there, they kind of look like Ness and Lucas from Earthbound and Mother 3. Interesting. Okay, maybe that's a reference. Anyways, so let's talk to this lady right here. I'm resting for a second. Oh, I do hope they leave me alone. Ooh, you're the new girl? You're a lifesaver. Well, I suppose you know what to do. I'll leave you to take care of them then. Good luck. And she just runs to the door. I'm free! Okay, so apparently she really didn't want to be here. Anyways, let's start this minigame then. Hi, kitties. You want to play? Let's play hide and seek. You're awesome, ma'am. Now you're it. I just like video games. Me too, man. Yeah, too cool. And they all run out the door. Great, we're doing an awesome job already. But anyways, so what this actually is we've got to do a hide-and-seek minigame, essentially, which you could consider this to be a reference to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask or The Wind Waker, where there are similar minigames where you have to go and find some kids around, you know, whatever town there is. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's actually a pretty fun one. I kind of like this one. But anyways, so our first guy is right over here, right by Mr. Mudwell, so let's talk to him. You're really good at this, ma'am. And he just vanishes. Okay, alright, well, that works, I guess. But, what just happened to the audio there? Okay, that was a little weird, but anyways. So right now I actually want to get into some references that I've missed in the past episodes. So basically, last episode, if you remember how I mentioned there were those enemies that kind of spat downwards, and I was asking if they might have been a reference to something. Well, somebody posted that they might be a reference to Glunks from the Kirby series, which, if you look, they don't quite look exactly the same, but their functions are actually quite similar. They basically spit in the exact same direction, so yeah, it could be a reference to that. And the other thing was actually 2 episodes ago. I didn't actually realize this, but if you remember, there are the 5 names that you can choose for in the Colosseum. The one of them that was Mega Clink. I said that Clink was a reference to Link, which it is. However, I didn't realize that the name Clink is actually supposed to be a reference to the first Evoland game, where the main character's name is Clink. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And actually, the first Evoland game is something that I kind of neglected to talk about, really, so far. As you've probably guessed, this is Evoland 2, which usually suggests that there is an Evoland 1, and unfortunately, it's not actually that great of a game. I'm not trying to say that, I'm not necessarily trying to diss it, it's just that the problem with it is that it was created in 48 hours for a competition. I believe it was the Ludum Dare competition. And because of that, it was actually, it was a really good game considering it was made in 48 hours, and it still had a lot of fun references and a lot of cool, witty dialogue and whatnot, but the issues with it were that, it wasn't very long. I managed to 100% the entire thing in something like 6 hours, and it also, it just felt really unpolished, which, I mean, to be fair, they only had 48 hours, so considering that, it's pretty good, but yeah, that's just the thing, is that, I don't know. Personally, I don't like it actually that much, but regardless, I would still maybe check it out, because it is pretty cool, but I definitely like this one a lot better. But anyways, and now one other thing that I actually wanted to talk about that I haven't really mentioned yet, is that the town that we are in, it is called Genova, spelled Genova, if you'll remember from the opening cutscene and a bunch of other places it's been said a lot of places. Well, that's actually supposed to be a reference to a name in Final Fantasy VII, which is Genova, but spelled with a J instead of a G. And yeah, that's it's supposed to be a reference to that. But anyways, we found the last person. I know you're a cheater. Oh, come on, I didn't cheat. But anyways, so yeah, now that we've found the last person, we have all 5 kids found, and they've all run back to the orphanage, so let's go back there and talk to them. So yeah, anyways. Alright, so now that we're back here, we can... You're so cool! I gotta go potty! Come back and see us every day! Thank you, ma'am! I'll get you for that! And the lady comes back in. Are you okay? How did it go? They were well behaved, I hope? And she just passes straight through us for no reason. Here we go again. But I have to say, I missed them! Here, this is for you. We get 80 gold, which is not bad. It's the least of any of the mini-games that we've done, but that doesn't really matter. But anyways, it's turning night one more time, so we've got to go and sleep one more time in the inn, and then we can finally get out of this place now that we have finished all of the chores. So, oh, whoops, this isn't I entered the Delamere residence again, thinking it was the inn. Jeez. I guess it is kind of a big building, so it makes some sense at least. But anyways, let's talk to this guy one last time here. And hopefully this is the last time we will ever need to stay in here. But anyways, and now, as I mentioned earlier, if you talk to this lady after you finish all of them, you can do all of them again if you really want. But of course, I don't want to do that because I've done them already and I don't even like half of them anyways, so. But anyways, now that we're done, let's talk to Mr. Mudwell. So, do you have the 150 gold? Yeah, I do. Ah, congratulations. Looks like you worked hard. I suppose you want to get going as soon as possible, right? Here, take this key. You can use it to leave through the sewers. No need to thank me. Your financial contribution is plenty thanks enough. Okay, he's just your typical backstreet dealer or something. I don't know. Anyways, we made it. We're finally getting out of this city.
Thank you, Miss Fina. Thanks to you, I shall see my son again. And perhaps there is still time to save my people.
Don't mention it, Menos. It's natural to help one another when you share the same fate.
The same fate? We demons do not believe in fate, only in free will.
Whatever you say. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. It's just a figure of speech.
There's no harm done. I regret getting carried away.
Horn, I think it's time you take the lead in our little expedition.
Let's go.
Well, after that awkward cutscene... Oh, we got one more thing. Wait. Here, take this. A little keepsake from me. With thanks from the house. And we get a loyalty badge, the kind of item that's completely useless. Well, just add it to the pile of things that we got this episode that are completely useless to us. But anyways, so now that we've done everything, we've done all of our chores, we've gotten the money, and we've paid Mr. Mudwell, and we've done all that stuff, we can finally leave, which is through the sewers, as Mr. Mudwell said. So if we come into the sewers, it's just to the right over here. You see there's another locked door, which we can now open. So let's open that up and head through this door. And what do we have through this door? A super blatant reference. So obviously this is a reference to Super Mario Bros. So much so that you can even like jump underneath it and get coins. That's how blatant the reference is. But anyways, so if we just come up here and kill those guys, and then break this with Menos' focus ability, we can find another treasure chest, and what do we have inside this one? This is my treasure. Don't touch. And we get 390 gold, which, if you remember, that's the number that the amount of gold that he took from us right at the beginning of this whole ordeal. So, yeah, he basically didn't... Okay, but yeah, basically, we can get back the money that he stole from us, so that's pretty nice, and now we have a lot more money than we're ever gonna need. Okay, not quite, but we have a huge amount of money, so that's pretty nice. It'll definitely keep us going for a while. But anyways, we're finally up here at the last ladder. We can climb out and out of Genova. Free at last! So, Horn, what do we do now? Oh, we could go home or follow Menos, or ooh, how about a snack? Or we could look for Magilith, or we could kill mobs and gain XP. I like that one. But the one that makes the most sense is look for a Magilith, so let's choose that one. Of course, that's it. An excellent idea. I don't know exactly how we ended up here, but it's somehow connected to the Magilith. If we can find one, maybe we can go home. Ah, we need to hurry. My father's going to worry. Although, come to think of it, if the Magilith does allow us to time travel, he's not even born yet. So if we go back to before we left... thinking in 4 dimensions hurts my brain. Yep, you and me both, Fina, again. Anyways,
I do not quite grasp your conundrum, but if it's a Magilith you seek, you will find one north of my father's encampment.
Really? You hear that, Horn? That's our ticket home. We'll go with you, Menos. I mean, if you don't mind.
The pleasure is mine, Miss Fina. However, I do not know whether we shall reach my father's camp unharmed. If the rumors are to be believed, my end bridge was taken by the Empire, but perhaps we can cross it. Let us head north. We shall decide once we get there. Your strength will be of great use, Dexterminator.
Off we go. Alright, so we're finally out of Genova, and, is there a treasure chest here? I can't remember. I feel like there was, but, maybe, probably not. Okay, it doesn't seem like it. But anyways, if we go close to the edge, we'll exit and finally be on the overworld, and we'll actually be able to go places this time. But anyways, that is it for this episode, so thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, click that like button. If you didn't, fine, click the dislike button. Follow me on the links in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!